Hi there, Sam and Dina again from JakeTheEvilHair.com and Darkveld.com. Today's video we're going to be doing some more hair. We're going to be working on Katarina the Dragon Slayer. We're going to be using that trusty Mars Lumograph from Staedtler 2H to kind of lay in the foundation. Give ourselves a bit of a framework here. Noses, I don't do a lot of detail. Some people do, and you can. Especially your female characters, I don't like to give a whole lot of nose detail. It's so easy to make it look so bad, and sometimes less is more. We're just going to fill in her face real quick. Need some of the basic line work so that we know what's going on this page. There's some eyebrows. Alright, now for the hair. With hair, you always want to remember, I'm not going to say I'm an expert here, but you have to remember that your hair is going to follow at least some of the contour, depending on the hair, the type of hair. With this kind of hair, it's just got a wavy, flowing kind of hair, and that sort of hair is going to, at least to some extent, follow the curves of the skull. But as it comes outward and further down, since it's very thick hair, it's going to come out a little bit. So let's take care of this top part here, toward the skull, where the hair kind of splits along the middle. There's other ways to draw hair, other hairstyles. Prefer a particular hairstyle. I like to kind of give her a part in the middle. Here's this little lock of hair going along the front. And then we're going to give her hair some mass over here. Now, so far, all we really got is some basic lines. I'm going to indicate her neck over here and the collar of the dragonhide shirt that she's wearing. And start indicating that furry cloak that she wears. Just get that in there. Now, a little trick for giving your hair some volume. As you've seen in other videos, I do like to use zigzag lines for highlights and things in hair. And what you can do, I've mentioned this before, and let's kind of demonstrate it here, is even with your zigzag lines, don't use straight lines. You want to give it some curves to kind of lend the illusion that this hair is curving. It's got some volume. It's, you know, it's not just sitting there flat. Because even people with very flat, very thin hair, it's going to have some volume to it. It's going to move around. It's going to do something. And this highlighted area might indicate, give, you know, like a strand or two, even though it's a highlighted area that's going to be left white. And I'm going to give myself another little indicator of where a sort of highlight starts there. And perhaps leave that as a highlighted area. Kind of continue that line through the ear, and then we're going to erase the part that's on the ear. And just give her a few lines here that we'll probably make a little heavier later, even. Because we know that her hair is black, but you want to have some highlights and so on and so forth. And now we're going to kind of fill in a little bit, even though I normally don't do this till the inking stage. But sometimes I'll go in and give myself some hatching to give myself a better idea of what it's going to look like. And especially with hair and other kind of areas where you're trying to create the illusion of tone or value, one of the things you can do in the pencil stage is use that hatching or shading to help you kind of decide what the final product is going to look like, because you may end up making some changes. You may decide you don't like how it looks. And so we're going to fill in here with a little dark darkness there, and maybe over here. The light's coming mostly from that side, and a little light from above as well. Kind of continue that highlighting over here. Strengthen that line a little bit. In this case, some of the light's coming from the front as well, so we're actually going to highlight some of the hair that's under here for the hope of a dramatic effect. Let's kind of fill in here. And there we go, we have some hair that looks starting to look a little shiny. And that'll become more pronounced when we start doing the spot blacks in the inking stage. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this helpful. If so, give us a thumbs up, share us on your Facebook, Twitter, and elsewhere, and check us out over at jaketheevilhair.com and darkfell.com.